Hey everybody, I'm actually heading home from working at the church today. It's about 5 o'clock. Gonna go watch a little basketball, Kaylee's last basketball game. And then actually what we're gonna do today is we're gonna put on fertilizer with the sprayer on some corn ground that we're gonna plant some dryland corn on. And so over the next probably week, it's supposed to be warm. We're gonna try to get a lot of the field work done, some things we need to get caught up on, and we'll bring you along. So this video, it actually might be several days worth of work, but we'll bring you along for it. Well, we're filling up. You can see we've got fertilizer in these triple tanks. I'm gonna fill the sprayer, and Ethan's gonna bring me another fill. It is a beautiful day out here for sure. Look at the sun, it's warm. So we're in no wind, which the way we put it on, it's the way we stream it on, it's not as big of a deal. But this ground will be going to corn, dryland corn. So we're gonna put about 100 units of nitrogen on per acre. That means 34 gallons of 28% UAN per acre. That's what we're going to be putting on. So we'll get some of that down. Probably won't finish it tonight. We've got about 200 acres. We'll get a few loads on. Well, we are counting down to, we've about got the first load off. As you can see, we're just spreading on this. We're spraying on this open field. It was double crop soybeans after the wheat last year, and putting on 34 gallons. Just ran out. Ethan should be pulling up pretty quick. Well, it's a new day. New day, and we're back at it. It's a Friday. Today's my day off. Tomorrow, most of the day off. Got to do some work tomorrow for the church. Go do a few meetings and stuff like that. But today we're just farming, and we're putting fertilizer on still. We should wrap this up here in just a few hours. Only have about, after this tank, probably 3 more fills, and we'll be done with liquid fertilizer the first pass. Depends on what's cheap. We will put some more on. We'll put some more on the irrigated corn, but that's it for nitrogen fertilizer. So we've about got all the fertilization done. We did the wheat. You saw us do some wheat in a video back where we top dressed it. Fertilizer on the wheat's done. Now this is going to be corn ground, so the fertilizer on the corn ground's done. Putting 34 gallons on this. And that means about 100 pounds of nitrogen, and that should raise hopefully 100 bushel dryland corn. That's kind of what we shoot for. I hope it makes that. That'd be fabulous if that made. Now there's one thing when you're putting 34 gallons of fertilizer on and you're about 6 miles from the bulk tanks, is that I can put it on a whole lot faster than Ethan can pull tanks to me. So I'm sitting here waiting for the tank. It's getting a little breezier today, but it's a nice day out to kind of just chill. We'll probably have 2 more tanks we have 2 fills left, and that should finish this field, and then we'll wrap it up. So we'll wrap this up for lunch, and we'll be on to the next job for this afternoon. There he goes, filled up again. 1 more fill after this one and we'll be done. There he goes. This is the field that we put fertilizer on. Now he is just lightly working it in. So It's probably got another 80 acres or so, but just working it in real lightly. You can kind of see we've just broken the top crust, and you can see even where the pile of lime is. Trying to work that in. It obviously doesn't work in there, but it's a good example of it. You can't see it on the rest of the field, but the lime just sits on the top if you don't work it in, and so that's what Ethan is doing. So there he goes. Now I'm gonna go do a couple odd jobs. I'll show you what I'm doing. Trying to work on our ditcher that helps us with flood irrigation. I hopefully have a game plan, and we're gonna take some stuff apart and get a game plan. Probably have to take stuff to a machine shop to ultimately make it work, but we'll show you what we're doing. So on this pivot, we had a Houston, we have a problem. And as you can see, we had them tear it completely out. And so this is the well. There should be a piece of concrete here that the engine that you see over there sits on. But what happened was that the concrete collapsed and the engine was like popping a wheelie, and that you just can't. It doesn't work that way. So that's what we're gonna fix. So they're gonna come in here and pour concrete. We want to get this circle going. As you can see, this field's wheat, and the wheat looks really good. We're greening up, and what I hope is it rains. But if it does not rain by the end of next week, we're probably going to need to put a couple circles on this wheat so that we really get the fertilizer watered down and this stuff gets going. So we're a little tore up right here, but hopefully by the end of the week we've got concrete and everything put back together by the end of next week. So just getting these projects done so that we're ready to roll. Well, we're gonna do a little equipment moving. I didn't get to that project quite yet, but I'm gonna hook on it. It's actually the next day. I got a helper behind me. Look at her, she loves it. So I'm gonna move a couple tractors and we're gonna hook onto our ditcher and start working on it. I'll put it on that old tractor right there. Try to hook it to that. Something's not right. Okay, so here's our project for the week. I've already done one row because I ordered them ahead of time. But you can see these old ditchers. And what these do is they run in the furrow where we run the flood irrigation, if you remember that from last year. So we make ditches between the rows. And here's the new disc that I found online that you have to alter this bracket to do. So I had to cut this bracket. You can see where I cut so the bigger disc would fit. I had to drill out the hubs so that these bearings and stuff would fit in there. And so that took me about half a day of figuring out how to do that. So now I've ordered 6 more discs, and we're gonna do that over the next week. Hopefully they'll be here in a couple days. Right, Bree?
Yeah.
Right, Bree?
Yeah.
All right. So Ethan's gonna get to tear those things down, and then we're gonna be ready for them. We'll drill the holes out and stuff, and we'll leave it set in here. I'm gonna have to find some stands so that it doesn't fall over on us. How steady is it? Well, it's pretty solid though. Probably be okay, but you gotta watch the hydraulics on these old tractors. They tend to fall down. So we'll bring you along. I'll show you the progress on that. As you can see, today is a beautiful day. It is Sunday afternoon. The wheat is green. The wheat is actually gonna need some moisture here pretty quick. So I'm guessing by the end of next week, that center pivot, if it does not rain after we have one more cold spell, we will be irrigating this wheat here in the next week to week and a half for certain. So we'll see how it goes. See, Ethan brought the tractor with the field cultivator back. He got that field done yesterday. And we're just sailing along. We got all our fertilizer on and just doing the things, getting ready to plant. Well, we're back at it, and got done working today. Gonna go check a few things. I want to go check this. I want to go check this pond out here to see if the waters went down, so I can put fertilizer on in it. As you can see, I think I showed you this project. We've removed the discs, and so we will be putting these big discs back on, but I haven't got them yet. Gonna need to alter this bracket. Gonna have to alter this bracket right here so it'll work, but that project's coming together pretty well. So hopefully we'll get the disc, we'll finish that up, and have to do a couple alterations, nothing major. It was hard figuring out how we were gonna skin it though. So I'll take you with me out here, we'll check this out. Might do a little spraying, and then I do need to go put the track filler on so that we can go fill tracks on one of the circles before the wheat gets too big. So we'll go tackle those things. Has definitely come down in here, so that's good. It's good for what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the fertilizer on down in here. We actually are needing some rain, so this is a good time to do it before it rains. But you can see out there, we put the fertilizer on, but down here in this low spot we couldn't. So what I'm gonna do is I got a little left on the sprayer, and I'll come bring it out here and put fertilizer on in these low spots. So we've got fertilizer here as well. We're sitting here and I'm trying to get a GPS signal. So you can see it's red. You can see it's red. It's gaining more signal, but I need more than that for sure. So we'll get going here in a second. that job is done. Sprayer is parked, and actually I think I'll probably call it a wrap, and we'll call that a wrap to this video. And it is a beautiful day. It's a little cooler right now, but you can really see that the wheat is starting to kick it in and grow. So we are, I say, the growing season. When you get to March, it starts getting more fun. It warms up, and we can start getting out and doing our thing. So I hope you'll stick along on the ride as we take it throughout this calendar year. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It's super cool to see all the comments and things. And as we go on this little farming journey for another year, it's going to be an exciting one and hopefully a good one. That's for sure. Hope y'all have a good day. We'll see you next time.